Lawmakers say they continue to look for ways to support the unemployment office. This as unpaid claims continue to pile up and the department director is on leave. Gina Mangieri is always investigating and follows up on what to expect next.
The state unemployment office has not reported updated overall claim numbers for more than a week, saying they've had to weed through unreliable data on an old system.
A deputy director is now in charge after Department of Labor Director Scott Murakami took a temporary leave of absence starting last week, having faced a barrage of threats, including on his life. He had a sheriff's deputy escort for the past month. Overnight, a shattered front door at the still closed Honolulu Labor Office. Neighbor Island offices have had the National Guard on hand. More than 125,000 people are still claiming weekly unemployment payments, nearing 3 months into the shutdown. And at last count, more than 62,000 initial claims dating back to early spring were still unresolved. The Labor Department says Murakami is not talking while out and says they want to keep the deputy director out of the news for her safety. So we asked lawmakers what's next.
The deputy who has stepped up is very competent. So moving forward, as we continue to deal with the struggles with UI, there's what's happening with the leadership, but we also have to make sure that the department as a whole is being supported, and that's one of the focuses of the legislature.
Are you inclined in the legislature to start to set some firm deadlines for wrapping up at least those initial claims? How much longer can tens of thousands of initial claims go unfinished?
The system can only go as fast as the system can go. Unfortunately, most of the claims that haven't been paid out are now at that level where they are complicated and they take anywhere from 45 minutes or an hour on the phone to get resolved. As far as setting deadlines, that's not within the purview of the legislature to tell an administrative department when and what they have to do.
Some deadlines, though, set themselves. The $600 in extra weekly federal relief lasts only through July.
Because as we move forward, we're going to see a cliff in the PUA payments, and we have a lot of issues on our plate to be dealing with.
The Labor Department is still trying to get a grip on a fraud ring using false impersonation filings, using sometimes very prominent Hawaii people's names. The department spokesperson tells me they don't have a number of possible victims, how much was wrongfully paid out, or efforts to get that money back.
The troubling aspects of the instances of fraud that are happening are the very reasons why we have the checks and balances that we do have.
The Senate president says as soon as the legislature adjourned last month, a memo went out asking employees who had the training to go help process unemployment.
There were new training classes offered if there were others who wanted to go in, and there are still other departmental people there, and there's still 150 to 200 people at the convention center every day trying to process through the claims.
Lawmakers say people in need should continue to use all other safety nets too, food and cash assistance, and any COVID-related state and county relief programs. As for getting a handle on the number of claims again, the Labor Department says they will very likely begin reporting again tomorrow. Gina Mangieri, KHON2 News, always investigating.